the host of the Watchdog on Wall Street radio show. My buddy Chris Markowski joins us right now to give a little market preview for the upcoming year. Brother, how are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Great to see you again.
Same here, brother. U.S. inflation rose to 6.8% in 2021, highest since 1982, from easy money and high government spending, mostly. What does this mean, Chris, if they keep running this magic printing press? What does this mean for consumers and businesses worried about inflation?
See, they say 6.8%. I'm more under the belief, because again, I'm going to go back to how they used to gauge inflation back before they started tinkering with it in the 1970s. I think it's much higher. I think it's over 10%, quite frankly. I really do. I think the most important things to people when you gauge inflation is how much your food costs, how much your energy costs. It's what you need to survive on every single day, what's important. That's what people really look at. Yeah, we've obviously seen the prices of cars, used cars, all that stuff is going up. Absolutely. But it's the things that you purchase every single day that have absolutely skyrocketed. And quite frankly, they were telling us for now, I think, decades. You know, we're like I said, I'm starting to gauge time. I'm feeling old in decades rather than years. They've been telling us, oh, there's no inflation out there. I mean, come on. I pay the bills. I see the credit card bills. I see the grocery bills. My wife does the grocery shopping, but I certainly pay. And I can go back and look at and see what it cost, 10, 15 years ago. So inflation has skyrocketed, meaning what? People's purchasing power has gotten worse, even though their wages may have come up. This is extraordinarily problematic. We've increased the money supply by 40% in 2 years. It's insanity.
Yeah, a lot of people like to gloss over that, but when there's this kind of raging debate about the emergence of cryptocurrencies, there's 40% more money in circulation. So to me, second grade math, a dollar is really worth like 60 cents to Americans right now, and this is all from printing dollars, and it's easily spent. I mean, Build Back Better is shelved at the moment, but what do you see happening in 2022 to stop this train, if anything?
Listen, the Fed has mentioned several things that they're going to do. They're going to start tapering their bond purchases. They're supposedly said there's 3 rate increases coming in 2022, which is 75 basis points. They don't have the tools. Okay, this is I'm going to tell everybody out there what they're afraid to tell you. How in the world are they going to raise rates to a level, quite frankly, where they need to be to stave off inflation when we are, we just raised the debt ceiling, $31 trillion in debt? It's just not possible. You just can't do it. The federal government's budget would be absolutely busted if we were to do that. How much more it would cost. Most of our debt, our national debt, is in short-term instruments, meaning that we have to roll it over again and again and again. It's like paying one credit card with another credit card. But if that next credit card also has a higher interest rate, well, that's going to take up a larger portion of the budget. And the Fed knows this. Okay, it's not an independent body by any stretch. It's more of a political entity at this point in time, and they're not going to be able to do what Paul Volcker did. Yeah, and Paul Volcker, did he start in a recession? Yeah, but he staved off inflation, and it worked. And quite frankly, I manage people's money. I'm being honest, I would love to have risk-free assets actually trade at, at a level where I can actually get some level of return, which was commensurate with inflation. Meaning that right now, Treasury should be paying 8 to 10%, and they're not.
Got it. Hey, Chris, you know what's funny? You made a great point there, right? There's nothing a loan shark loves more than somebody borrowing money from them to pay the interest that they owe them. And the government, I try to apply like common sense things, like kitchen table things. If you're having financial problems with the family, you sit down, you go through the numbers, you got this big giant debt out there. You don't say to the wife, hey, all right, let's go get some new credit cards and bang out some more debt. You try to find ways to taper it. We're not doing that. Will we see any economic recovery in 2022, Chris?
I hope, certain areas of the country are doing great. We're a big country. I mean, you go to economic recovery, you go to red states like Florida, they're booming. Quite frankly, you go down there, it's as if it's like normal land. You go back, it's like pre-pandemic land down there, and you go to places like New York and other major metropolitan areas, and it's just, quite frankly, it's dead. And this Omicron thing is quite frankly making it worse. And everybody's getting all bent out of shape. I think that to some degree, I think that the powers that be, the CDC, the government understands that they really can't do anything when it comes to this. We're going to have to learn to live our lives with this. Hopefully, that will bring back some of these areas of the country that are not doing well right now. In particular, some of these urban areas. But again, we got a new mayor in New York. Maybe he'll start enforcing the law. That would be nice. Maybe we start putting criminals behind bars, make it a safe place to go and visit. That'd be helpful. Start handling some of these situations in these areas of the country where the economy is really hurting. Hopefully, they can come back.
Yeah, well, let's hope. We'll talk to Joe Borelli a little later on about Eric Adams and crime. But if you need to know what's happening in the markets, you got to check out the Watchdog on Wall Street. My buddy Chris Markowski. Brother, thanks. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Great to see you.